person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube guys. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are here today with our special guest, Edwin Acevedo. What's up, man?
What's going on? It's good to be on.
Oh, thank you so much. Sorry for the delay, everybody. It's all my fault. I had a last-minute IT case to handle. Fortunately, it all got resolved. Man, it has been ages since we last saw each other.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
How have you been, man?
I've been good, just running this campaign. Got a lot of irons in the fire, so it's just been grinding away the last couple months.
Gotcha. Yeah, so so much stuff going on, CG and everywhere. Since it's been quite some time since you were last here, I wanted to ask if you wouldn't mind doing a origin story again, sharing with us, what you were into when you were younger, whether it be movies, comics, cartoons, toys, and then what were the major milestones that led you down this path to becoming an independent creator?
Yeah, so anybody who knows me knows, I'm basically a lifelong comic book fan. When I was young, even back in Puerto Rico and where I grew up, I used to be big on He-Man. I used to have all like the He-Man toys and everything, Castle Grayskull, all of that fun stuff. And, like the idea of like guys with superpowers, superheroes or superhero-like kind of characters were always appealing. Once I came to the States, I discovered actual comic books, used to be this local, like, little kind of half liquor store, half, convenience store. And they used to have a little spinner rack there. And they used to just have Marvel comics. And I would just go there with my mom and I would just like stare at it like, oh, look, Spider-Man. Like, because everybody knows Spider-Man, even for like as a kid, you have like reference, everybody knows Spider-Man. So I grabbed up an issue of Spider-Man. Amazing. Like, it's just like, even as a kid, I could barely understand it, but it's just so cool watching Spider-Man fight all these villains. He was fighting Hydro, he was fighting Beetle, he was fighting Sandman, and it was just like incredible, and that got me hooked. And I went the next week, found an issue of X-Men. And, didn't look back. Anytime I'd get any sort of money or anything, or my mom would go to the store, I'd tag along and take a look at the spinner rack and see what was on. And, I did that for years until like basically they closed down. And then I ended up discovering like a shop that was at the next city next door. And that's my first ever comic shop. And I kind of saw like, well, they got DC now. They got, for different brands and stuff. And it just kind of like hooked me, man. Like, to me, my two passions have always been comics and pro wrestling. And the other way, the idea of these kind of like guys doing like superhero things in a ring, fighting each other, is always like a great appeal to me also, especially back in the 80s when I grew up. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man. These guys didn't look normal. These guys were like super over the top, super jacked, doing like crazy stuff. So, I was drawn into all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, when I was, around high school, I had dreams of being an artist, I wanted to work for Marvel, the whole thing. But, I was never really gifted with the ability to draw. It was never really kind of my thing. So by the time, high school ended, kind of those dreams kind of went away. But even then, like, as through the years, I still collected and bought comics. I ended up becoming more of a DC fan later on. I discovered Green Lantern, a huge Green Lantern fan. And, eventually, like, a couple of years ago, I ended up discovering Ethan Van Sciver had a channel. And, that kind of sent me down the rabbit hole, introduced me to a lot of like the YouTubers and stuff. that are around discovered me to like what was like pre-comic skate even. Just all these cool like people who like love comics and had seen like the downgrade that had happened over the last couple of years. And
Yeah.
we all became like friends with each other. We all kind of got into the same stuff. And eventually like I ended up meeting a bunch of artists and stuff, and the ability became able to kind of, I started seeing all these guys doing comics independently. Like there was nothing really stopping them except for like your own drive and some money. And uh that kind of opened the door for me. I said, if these guys can do it, let me take my shot. I've always been a guy who's been pretty creative. I've always been able to come up with different ideas and stuff. Like I would always write down notebooks of stuff, just little stuff for my own sake. It wasn't even for anybody else. But I've always been like a creative type. So it was pretty easy for me to kind of like, once I had the idea of the ace and Sweens came up with the outline of the character, I was able to get right into it. I was like, all right, who's the guy underneath the armor? I started kind of like breaking down, coming up with like his alias and coming up with his backstory, villains. I had some help with the Hardline guys to kind of help me guide me, because a lot of those guys like Sim and them have all like had comic book experience. So yeah, it's all a process, man, and just kind of eventually, it led to me hooking up with Canales and putting out Ace Volume 1. And that was successfully crowdfunded. Everybody got their copies, and now, it's only fair to do Volume 2.
Oh, yeah. Must be pretty exciting to see a creation you've had in your mind for a while come to fruition and actually get in people's hands.
Yeah, man, it's not like it. Once I sent out the first couple copies of the Ace, and people were getting them and stuff, and I was like, this is it, man. It's like, this is what I dreamt about, when I was like a teenager. So it was great to hear people like the book, that they were excited for Volume 2. It's a lot of positive stuff. So, it's definitely been motivating.
Absolutely. Welcome Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt.
What's going on, Pops?
Oh, all right. Now, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it.
Yep, most definitely. Yeah, those are those were the wrestlers I grew up with as well. They were a kick and larger than life. Are you still a big fan of wrestling?
Yeah. I'm kind of more into like the more technical wrestling nowadays. I kind of like the more realistic. I'm a big MMA fan, so I like the strikes look real. The fighting looks real, almost like realer than just like the over the top kind of fun stuff. Yeah. It's got like my got a YouTube channel where I cover indie wrestling from around my area and stuff. It's doing really well.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to check that out. Do you physically go visit the matches and?
Yep. Usually, there's a couple like different companies around where I'm at, so I'm usually on the front row. So I just started like recording some matches and stuff, and just putting them out to people if anybody's interested. Like they can just catch up on wrestlers maybe they haven't seen before, or like wrestlers that are about to blow up, fun stuff like that. It's just kind of like, it's not pro shot or anything, but you get to like watch a match that you normally wouldn't, because you wouldn't be around this area, so. And you can follow different wrestlers, and a lot of these wrestlers make the towns all over the country. So, I think it's a cool little thing. Other people have done it that I've seen. I've been strolling YouTube. I'll find like random matches, people record and stuff, and I end up discovering new people. So I just kind of wanted to do that, but for the guys around like my area.
So I guess they typically don't take issue with people recording and stuff.
Most don't. I've had some issues with others, but I've always been kind of made clear, like, if there's any issues, I can always take down. I just do it to promote. If anybody doesn't, or they have their own YouTube channel or whatever, just kind of reach out, let me know, and I'll take it down. It's not a big deal for me. I just do it for fun. So
do you anticipate, like, do you have an interest in maybe one day interviewing some of these wrestlers, or are you going to like overlay some maybe voiceover or just talk during the stream and discuss their tactics and their skill and who you think will win, things like that?
I thought about like doing like some commentary and stuff. I know I had me and a buddy who used to mess around, like when they do like record after, we'd watch like one of like our favorite matches like 5-6 times, we'd just do like commentary over it just to have fun. But honestly, the whole process is just a lot of work. And I really don't want to, I got this comic book, which is taking all my free time. So, maybe if there were more hours in the day, I would. But, right now it's all about the comic stuff. But, who knows? Maybe in the future, I might mess around a little bit.
So out of curiosity, you successfully fulfilled your first campaign. What are your lessons learned? What kinds of things did you take away from it? Are there things that you would, what the heck? Hold on. Oh, I can't take that. Dang it. Oh, is that the inopportune time? Sorry about that. What are lessons learned from your first campaign and fulfillment and stuff?
Yeah, man. First off, it's expensive. So make sure you charge enough for shipping because it's only going up. It's not going down. So make sure that you try to cover yourself as best as possible. Also, I kind of developed a little system of my own. That's kind of how I can kind of work around it where, I know how many packages I can do like a day, have like a rough idea, just kind of like how much I can where it's not just taking all my time. It's going to be kind of like the slow but steady method. I think it kind of worked out for me on the first one. So I'll probably do the same thing for this one. And, I don't have like tons of like, it's not like 1,000 backers. So I only got like things like 137 on this one. And some of those are digital. So maybe 130 for the actual stuff I got to ship out.
Okay.
So it's just kind of learning, making sure you have the mailers ahead of time. You have the packing material ahead of time. You can never get enough tape. Trust me. Yes, tape goes like that, man. I've gone through rolls. I'm like, I just bought like 4 rolls. They're all gone. Where's the tape?
Whoa.
Tape goes quick. You gotta make sure just little simple stuff like that. And also like, just try and just pack everything with as much care as you can. Sometimes stuff happens. We've heard the horror stories. I've seen, horror stories of people, the mail people just destroying your stuff. But just try and do the best you can to pack it nice. And, you might have to send out some new ones, but it's worth it. Make sure if you order enough, you'll be covered with any like returns or anything. So.
Yep. Out of curiosity, did you happen to encounter the issue that some of our fellow creators have had where books actually, the printed books actually arrived damaged? Did you have to deal with those issues? Yeah,
some from my order came damaged. It's kind of like a lot of bent like corners and stuff. Since it is a floppy, it's pretty easy if you pack them up, some can get damaged. But when I reached out to the company, I showed them pictures of everything and video, and they kind of just reprinted more and sent them to me, and they were all packaged fine. So it was pretty simple kind of process.
Oh, nice, fantastic. Shoot, where was I going with that? Oh man, I just blanked out. Sorry. Oh, I noticed that a few, maybe a small number of CGers have recently been attending conventions. Have you been attending any conventions? And if so, have you set up any tables?
I haven't done a convention, even like going as a fan since like before the pandemic. So they've been pretty far and few around this area. I did find out there is one like in the town next over. So that's interesting. I want to kind of keep an eye on it, especially if they start doing it every year.
All right.
So I might kind of reach out, see if, hit up maybe some people who are going to go, or I won't be able to make it because of work. 'Cause I found out about it last minute. So I'll talk to some people, kind of let them know how, how it looks like. And, maybe I want to reach out, once they start making an announcement if they do another one next year, that'd be pretty interesting. I'm not the biggest like convention person as far as like, yeah, I see how it is for artists and people, especially like indie guys who promote stuff at like shows, can be pretty rough. So, but maybe kind of trying and just maybe getting a little word of mouth going around where I live, just even if it's just for like local, that might be something I might be interested in doing. Maybe the thing is, there's not a lot of like comic shops and stuff. A lot of the ones have closed around here, so
Oh
it's just
man.
kind of like a weird area, right now. Like back in the day, we used to have a couple of different shops and stuff, but
Sure.
it's just rough. So if anything, I maybe would just like to kind of get out and just meet some like other like artists and stuff around like this area, and just maybe do stuff like that. That's
Well,
not something that I really, especially not at the pace where I'm at. Maybe if I'm able to grow the campaign and maybe do get it to a higher level, then maybe I can like branch out more, because there is a cost to it also. You're
oh
basically,
yeah.
you got to wonder maybe if you're gonna be losing money, probably, more
Right.
than likely. So you kind of have to weigh everything out. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna look into like the local one around here. I'm kind of interested. I've heard some good things, so
Oh,
let's see what
nice.
happens.
Yeah, I hope the industry starts blossoming again.
Yeah,
It was really disheartening to see so many comic shops close.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, there are a number of factors that contributed to it. But man, just to see something that used to be a mainstay, something you grew up going to
yeah.
when you were younger, and it's like next thing you know, it's gone.
Yeah, man. There's like a very long standing one around my area. It's probably like maybe 30 years in operations, something like that. Ended a little before the pandemic. They closed down. And
Oh,
that's like the last big one around here, Like I'd have to go to
whoa.
like the next state over if I want to hit like an actual comic book shop.
Oh, damn.
So that's how rough it can get, man.
Yeah, that's a ways away.
Yeah.
Quite a ways away. Um, so you got this cool book, The Ace, Volume 2.
Yes, sir.
Um, what's your elevator speech on Ace Volume 2?
Yeah. So basically the Ace Volume 2 continues the story of David Diaz. He's a young man who ends up discovering the remains of a shooting star and ends up finding this object that gives him the ability to transform into an armored hero. In Volume 1, he ends up facing off against Akula, this alien bounty hunter shark. And, Ace is able to defeat Akula. And the last page of Volume 1 basically has him with his blade at Akula's throat. And you have to wonder, is he going to finish him off or not? And right as he's going to make his move, he hears a voice from behind him that screams to stop. So basically, this next issue picks up right after that. We find out who is asking David to stop and why. And we basically just kind of ramp up the action, the adventure. We introduce a new group of aliens called the Godless. They're like a special forces team that shows up and they want to take Ace back to their home planet. We also bring in Angelique, who's looking to take the armor for herself. She's a very kind of badass character, a mix of like the Thanagarians and the Amazons. She's kind of very over the top and very powerful and very dangerous. So, we kind of take things up from like the basically Volume 1 kind of sets up the place in the story, and Volume 2 just kind of ramps it up.
Nice, nice. Let's go ahead and let's play the trailer here, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh man. Check her out. Oh damn. Look at that. Ooh, nice. Right on. Did you make the trailer?
Oh no, that's from WyzGyz.
Okay.
He also did the trailer for the first one. So I reached out to him again, and he he was kind enough to help me do the second one, which I love. I love the little theme that he put in for the Gaze. That whole thing is just hits the vibe of the book perfectly. So
Yeah, I also like the targeting reticle.
yeah, that's dope.
Checking out all the moving cars. Let me see something here. Whoa. Akula Slam Buddy.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you got a Slam Buddy made.
That's right. That's one
Oh,
of the big breakout stars of the show right here. That's right. The big man himself.
Oh my gosh.
Love the detail. He's got the little gun in the back, all jacked.
Oh man.
Looking like an 80s action star right there. He's got little robot legs. Yeah, man.
So, are they like plushies kind of?
They're kind of a little more impactful. You can beat these up and stuff, So yeah, these are actually no longer available on the campaign.
Dang,
but everybody who snagged them, I have them all in hand. So
they scored, man.
These will probably be the first things that I actually sent out once I figure out how to ship them out. Because these are pretty big. So you have to go down to the post office and kind of see what they got. So.
Oh man, so cool! It turned out great.
Awesome. Yeah, man, I was super happy when they when those came in, man. I was like blown away. I was like, this is exactly,
What a freaking trip! That's nice. They turned out good.
Yeah, it was great, man. I was really insanely happy. Hopefully, volume 3, I'll do another one.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Oh man, and it could double as a pillow.
You can. You can rest your head on it.
There you go.
Beat it up. It's a tough one.
Yeah, that'll be perfect for families with kids.
Yeah,
you just have at it. It's meant to be beat up.
It is.
Very cool. Very cool. Just checking out the campaign here. 32-page comic. So does this mean it's still a floppy, right?
Yep.
All right.
I wanted to make sure to keep kind of the same theme throughout. Eventually, I would love to kind of do like a big paperback, maybe collecting like the first 6 issues and stuff. But for now, it kind of works out. We're like, at the level that we're at, kind of getting back to. It's kind of like the easiest way to get everything out to people.
Nice. So your team is yourself as writer-creator, Ibea Canales, main story artist.
Yes, sir.
Ellen Alonzo, main story colorist, artist of the Aquila origin story. Sean Sweeney, artist of the Ace 2 epilogue. SK, letterer, and Pat Maxson, cover artist. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Man, this is bad.
Doodle did a great job, man. I love that cover. It kind of captures everything that I wanted. Like the the covers that I do are a little different than most covers. They're actually, they could almost be like a page from the book. So, when people see like different things, like, the volume one cover had a Kula and Ace kind of fighting and throwing down, you could slot that in with the rest of the book because you actually get that in volume one. So volume two has Angelique right here facing off against Ace and Desi. So, you can kind of put two and two together there. And I just love the colors.
Yeah.
Love her coming up out of the fire. Ace standing there, triumphantly like a hero should, in the middle, about to face. Got Desi like on his side, ready to like light her up. Got the destruction around them, that whole thing, man. It's just, he did a killer job with that. I actually wanted him to do like a wraparound cover, but unless it's a trade, it's not really gonna look as nice. So I had to like pull back. But this it was enough. Once I saw this finished, I was like, yeah, this is more than enough, man. This is, maybe we'll do something. I'll get him to do the wraparound for like the trade collection, But this is more than enough. I love this cover. It kind of sets the tone for what the book is.
It kind of almost has vibes of Frazetta.
Yeah.
Man, it's cool. Excuse me. And you know what? I don't know if you already have this planned, but this would be probably a nice candidate for like a metal print.
Yeah, that would be.
Especially with those wings.
Yeah.
And then we got some interiors, which you always want to provide. Give people an idea the quality inside.
Yeah, those are the God list. There's the special strike force that is basically sent to bring Ace back to their home planet. And I love what Hal did. With the yellow and blue, very kind of X-Men reminiscent.
Yeah.
It kind of like the little homage to the X-Men, that kind of like stuff. Some one of those little kind of Easter eggs and little stuff like that. That was really cool.
For sure.
And I also like that Hal really makes Canales colors pop, Canales pencils pop. Excuse me. It really kind of takes the line work to another level. You kind of, because a lot of I'm the only person who's really gotten Canales to get colored by somebody for the main book. I think he colored himself in another book, but this is actually and I just love what Hal did in these pages. Like, these are just like some of like the non-spoiler pages, like the really good stuff is giving spoilers, so we can't really show those off. But
of course,
we did want to give people like a little taste about what they can expect.
Yeah,
this is from the epilogue story by Sweens. He did the first epilogue in volume one also, so I wanted to keep the theme going, and he did an amazing job like always.
Yeah, that is nice. I mean, you can your eyes follow it.
Yeah, I don't think that page even has words either. Like, so that's like, it's actually like, it's so good. When I saw it, I was like, there's no need to like,
yeah, you don't
just keep it going.
Yeah, you don't need words on this. Nice.
And then the last image is the Kula origin story by Hal Comics, and this is, Kula has a lot of fans. He's kind of like the breakout character of the book, so I wanted to make sure that he got his own spotlight. So I did a little fun, origin story for him. And Hal did a tremendous job creating all these different other shark guys, and it's just really a little fun little 4-page story.
Yeah, I think I'm really digging the Hammerhead.
Yeah,
it's always been one of my favorite sharks.
Just the whole visuals of them at the bar, having beers, bikes, the whole kind of thing. It's just completely like what you wouldn't expect the setting for it, which is why I love it. Kind of like fits in with Akula when you see him at like his kind of junk spaceship that he shows up in volume one. Kind of keeps that same theme,
Most definitely. Oh man, that's funny. It really looks good. Good interiors.
Yeah.
Additional tiers, the Ace Space Print by HK Stash, colors by Michael Beacon. Oh, you got Beacon on it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
check this out.
yeah, he
This
did a
is
tremendous job with this, man. This is,
wow.
like I said, I'm a big Green Lantern fan.
Uh-huh.
So to get something like this is definitely, you can see this would almost be like an old school Green Lantern cover back in the day, you know? It definitely has that space that, you know, him
Yeah,
flying through the universe, that kind of fun stuff.
yeah, and the musculature. There
Yeah.
was a run of yeah, it is very reminiscent of Green Lantern. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's funny like when like people talk about like the Ace armor and everything, you know, I hear a lot of like the usual like Mandalorian
Yeah.
comparisons, but it's actually more if you know, you see like the little shoulder thing here.
Uh-huh.
That's basically from the Parallax armor design mixed
Oh.
with like a Darkhawk, you know. It's basically melding both of those together, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, so a great piece. You can get that as a print still on the campaign.
Fantastic. Angelique metal print by Anthony Figaro.
Yeah, he did an amazing job on this, man.
Carlos Moreno.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
huge.
damn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
I just talked to Phoenix Animation, so I put in the order.
All right. All right.
You know, I can't wait to like get that. Starting to get that ball rolling and stuff.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Our guy, Anthony. And then the Slam Buddy, of course.
Of course.
So cool. So cool. I'm so bummed I missed out on that. The Ace Volume 1 second printing. Oh, good opportunity to catch up. Oh, man, look at this.
Yeah, it's covered by the great Joe Ball.
Whoa.
I actually have the original framed up on my wall.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, like I'm not. People wanted me to put this on the campaign. I'm like, nah, I'm keeping this one. So, like, I'll sell everything else. I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping this one. It's too good. Can't let that one go.
For good reason.
You better offer me like 10K and maybe I'll think about it. But I ain't letting this go. No.
Whoa, man. And did Joe Ball do it all?
Yep. He drew it and he colored it. You know,
Wow.
you're not gonna get another person to color Joe Ball's work. I tried to send this to a couple of colors. They were like, "Nah, man. Like, what are you trying to do, man? I ain't gonna spend 6 months of my life on this." You know, it's like, all right. I was like, Joe, man, you have to do this. You have to do me a solid, and I color this yourself. He's like, all right, I got you. So.
Oh man, that's good. You got some powerhouse talent behind this.
Yeah, man. Just trying to get the best people, you know, that I can on this, you know.
And of course, the Godless stickers from 6 a.m. Comics.
Yeah, they go great. I did a set of stickers on the first campaign, so these will go right perfectly with that first set. So, and you get all 4, which is that was the first stretch goal.
Cool.
So that's been unlocked. Cool. So if you back the book, you'll get a set of those stickers. So
nice. Yeah, it's not a CG campaign without 6 a.m. stickers.
That's great work, man.
Hell yeah.
I love this stuff. Like I usually give some of the stickers to my niece.
Uh-huh.
And she just loves them. She like ripped through them. So, yeah.
Does she have like a big old sticker book now where she?
Oh no, she's not that. She's like 3. So
all right.
Rip them and put them, stick them everywhere. Yeah, just rip them up, stick them, then move it, stick them somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, all right. Just give her a bunch. You know, I got some extras. I just all right. You can go wild.
That's great. Kids are funny. Yeah. So if anyone has already backed this campaign, thank you so much for your support.
Yes.
If you haven't yet backed it, be sure and back it now. It's in demand. Come on and support and back this campaign while you still can.
And I did want to throw out a special little offer for anybody who backs it for the next 35 minutes. This right here is a poster of the Volume 1 cover.
Oh, wow.
These were offered on the first campaign, and basically I have about a dozen or so left. So
Ooh.
anybody who backs it today, like I said, the next 35 minutes before we go to like midnight Eastern, I'll throw this in. I'll throw one of these in as for free for backing. Special limited little bonus for anybody who wants to back any tier today. So
Let me send out a note on that. Also get a bonus.
that's right. Look how nice it looks right behind me there.
Piece Volume 1 poster.
Yep, and these are all this stuff is limited, so the stuff I have like lying around is it. I'll never reprint it. I'll never do anything ever again. You know, that's kind of why. You know, it's kind of like a bonus for like people who actually support the book and kind of join the ride. You know, I don't want to cheat them of getting something exclusive. That's cool.
Right, right.
So
And let me double check that. Okay. Sweet. All right. And then coming back to this. And so 6,000 unlocks the Ace trading card by Sim.
yep, that's unlocked for all backers. So again, Beacon colored that one too. Beacon did a super crazy job on the pieces I sent him. Super happy with them. So
Yeah, he did a good job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Beacon is a digital artist, right? Or just
mostly digital. He's starting to do some like kind of like more traditional stuff
wow.
now. Yeah, actually, it's this piece right here is one of the first pieces he did. Is a picture of the ace he did for the last campaign. So, but yeah, he's go check out Seven Legions. I think you can get it on his website still, or Inkslayer maybe.
On cgnow.net.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, so go check it out.
Nice.
I think he's working on the next one now. So
Excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, so man. Yeah, you pair them up together, they do put together some nice stuff.
Yeah.
How did you know or decide that they would be a good match?
Oh, Sim Beacon's colored a lot of Sim stuff. So like I've seen a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that they've been working on. So I knew like once Sim finished up the piece for me, I was like, Beacon has to do it. Like, you know, he would also have like a quick turnaround, which I needed it. So you know, I knew like once I reached out to him, he knows how to color Sim, so it was pretty like simple stuff.
Oh,
so
nice,
nice and easy. Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, that's good stuff.
And now this is what we're trying to unlock next right here.
Ace
7,000 stretch goal.
Vein Hardline print by Bogdan Digital Art.
Yes.
Oh, check that out.
I love this piece. Bogdan did a killer job. You know, thanks to Phil for letting me borrow Vein for a little bit. You know, yeah. So just wanted to do something. You know, for the last campaign we did the hardline print, the hardline poster, excuse me. So you know, we want to have something that represents the hardline. And so, you know, we got Ace and Vein here kind of thrown down. It's kind of a little homage to like Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of like classic kind of Marvel covers and stuff, kind of like stuff like Wolverine and Sabretooth facing off, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a fun piece. So yeah, it's gonna be a $7,000 stretch goal. So we get to 7K, everybody's going to get a free print of this. So
We can
we're
do it.
pretty close. Yeah, it's
We
like a
can
little,
do it.
I think like $450 away.
Man, so
So,
close.
yeah.
So close.
Definitely doable.
Yeah, if you've already backed it, thank you for your support. Consider backing again. There are always holidays coming up, birthday parties. Now, who wouldn't want the ace?
I mean, you will get some nice goodies, extras with it.
Absolutely. And if you haven't yet backed it, consider backing today. Don't forget that special with the score yourself a poster from Ace Volume 1.
Right? Very limited. As I said, I think I have like a dozen of them left. So if you want them,
Yeah, excellent.
go get 'em.
Yeah, back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Beautiful Donald Delay cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we've got that risks and challenges. Let's see here. You can also share the link for sure on all social media accounts. Let's scroll back up. Let's check out that trailer again.
Actually, if you want to look, you can hit the second picture there. It's actually a trailer for the Kula Slime Body by the Diaz brothers.
Oh, sweet.
Misplaced your stuffed animal? Does this ever happen to you? Well, stop being a whip. Hey there, we're the 3-time CG WrestleMania Tag Team Champions, the Diaz Brothers. And are you tired of these weak-ass stuffed animals that can't even handle themselves in the ring? Well, brother, we got the product for you. Introducing Akula, the Slam Buddy! Standing at 13 inches tall, he's rough, tough, and stuffed. Ready to pin all your other questions to the ground. The 1, 2, 3. No one can stand this round mound of pound. If you think other stuffed animals can stand up to the challenge, brother, you don't know Akula. Order now, only at Indiegogo. Dig it?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's the best commercial I've seen in a long time. So shout out to the Diaz brothers for that. Thank you guys.
That was cool. That was cool. Man, they've already won 3 major matches. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, they're dominating.
Yeah. Let's see. WWCG. So you're at 65.58 for 139 backers. Right on. And let's see here. So let's check this out here. So you got these various perks here. Ace Volume 1, 2, and Space Print. Oh, right. Okay. Nice. That's for 45, so that's really reasonable. And then you got the space print by itself. Cool. How big is the print?
It's about comic size. So.
Oh, all right. So that'll help make it easier for shipping purposes too.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we've got Ace Volume 2, which is the book. Nice. And then you got Ace Volume 1, second printing. That's cool. Yeah, whenever you do a second printing, you definitely want a new cover, an alt cover.
Yep.
So you can tell them apart.
And also, all the covers and everything are limited. So if I do like a volume 1 third printing, it won't have the Joe Bell cover.
Right, right.
It might just be like a logo cover or something, you know, like. So all these things are like very limited. Once the campaign ends, the only copies I'll have will be whatever kind of overrun, like I print and stuff, for like, you know, replacing damaged copies and sending to my artist. That's pretty much it. Like, and I don't order that much. Like I said, like, as far, I don't want to have clutter. First off, I don't have that big an apartment, so you know, like I said, I have like a dozen of these posters and stuff in a little box. That's about kind of where all the surplus goes. So it has like one box of surplus. That's it. Like, so I'm not gonna be like ordering crazy amount of copies. You know.
Oh my gosh, you had to fulfill from an apartment. Did you like buy a couple tables, buy a couple 8-foot long tables, and set up like an assembly line?
Oh no, it's pretty simple. I mean, like once you kind of put everything, you know, you had like the boxes from like Mix 'em. You know, they're not huge or anything, you know. So like you can put one there, you can put the Geminis, the back end boards on one, and then you have like the tape on, like, so like the spare kind of like room like that I have, you know, I pretty much was able to get everything from there. So like I said, not too crazy. I don't have like one of these huge campaigns and stuff, so I'm not like doing something too crazy. So it's definitely it's manageable for what I have. If it goes higher, then I might have to like reach out to like the DS brothers fulfillment or something. Hey guys, you wanna, how about you guys how much to take care of this book for me? But for now, we're good.
You mean you don't want to help with fulfillment for cash grab?
No. This is like you know, I love the whole process of it, but it's just takes so much time, even for like a smaller campaign like mine. The amount of time that I spend like bagging, boarding, taping, you know, just it can drive you a little mad. So
No.
you know, literally be there all night, just, you know, like it goes in the mailer, it goes tape. You write the address, put it down. You got it, you know, you're just like getting, I throw some music on or something to make it go a little kind of faster, but
yeah, so you have to pace yourself.
Yeah.
Get into a groove. And take breaks every now and then so you don't go crazy.
For sure.
Yeah, it's always great when you offer catch-up tiers for people so they don't feel like they missed something. Well, I mean, of course, they missed the original covers of the original printings, but story-wise, always got to offer ways for people to catch up. This one here is the Volume 2 book with the space print. That's a good combo. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, just try to, you know, give people enough options but not overwhelm them. Right. Also, you could always add on like an extra book or print or something like before checkout, so that makes it easier that way. I don't have to clutter the main page of tier after tier.
Yeah, yeah, I have to agree with that. If it has too many tiers, then it can get really overwhelming.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty sweet, and it's good that you offer add-ons. That was going to be something else I was going to check with. Ace Volume 1 and Volume 2 for $35. This one's pretty popular. And then, of course, this sold out. Wow, that's a steal.
Yeah, actually, that's the first one. I put up 2 sets. So the first one sold out like 2 days. And then sold another 6. I think they have like 3 remaining.
Oh my god,
3 or 4 in hand. So
yeah. Were you at all surprised at how popular it was? The slam.
I was worried about not selling out the first batch. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but people dug them. So, like I said, as long as I can do them in a limited run and stuff, so I think it'll be pretty good.
Right. That's pretty sweet, though. You made it happen.
And the rest of those are just sketch cards. I had a bunch by Joe Ball, Sim. Hopefully, I'll be getting some more up in the next couple of weeks by another artist. You know, people dig them, and actually have the Joe Ball ones in hand. And Sim is sending me his, and I think it's at the end of the week. You know, it'll probably take a month to get here from Canada, but they'll be on their way.
Man, a sketch card, Joe Ball. So yeah, a nice silhouette. Yeah, this guy.
Joe did a great job. He not only did like the main characters, he did the godless characters also, which is very cool to see.
Wow. So you just tell Joe to go buck wild?
Yeah, like I've known Joe for like years. Like this is one of the first artists that I knew.
Oh, okay.
You know, we used to like do late night hangouts when he do his Gil Simone impression, and we do like these ridiculous bits. I was talking to him as Gail. It was completely ludicrous, but it always made us laugh. Like it was just like funny for us. I don't know if anybody else found it, but we found it hilarious. So yeah, I've known Joe for forever. Seems like now. So you know, super good dude, and you know, and an incredible artist, top 1% of artists. His stuff is amazing. I own several of his I own some of his pages from Super Harem. So I think a page of the Graveyard Shift backup he did. Like I said, I have the cover of the second printing that he did. So, you know, huge fan of his work and stuff. So anytime I can get him to do something for me, it's a pleasure, and he always knocks it out of the park. So go check out Death, man. It's gonna be killer. I've seen the pages. Woo! It's gonna blow you away once you see the goodness Joe Ball's packed into that book, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been hearing that it's now up to something like 300 pages long.
Yep, 300 pages.
Holy
pure madness from a madman, but you know, he loves it. You know, he's been working on this story for years, so he's trying to make sure that he gets it all out. You know, and he's slaving away, man, every night. He's banging out, you know, hitting the board and just kind of hatching away. So it's gonna be amazing. But when people see it, they're gonna be blown away, man. Like there's nobody like him doing comics anymore. He's a throwback, and that is gonna be crazy. If you haven't backed it, go check it out for real. It's gonna be amazing value for your dollar.
Yeah, you're telling me 300 pages. Jeez, man.
And Joe doesn't phone in stuff, so he's gonna give you everything he's got.
For sure. I've been wanting to back it, but I'm in a real dry spell where I'm friggin' broke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping to catch it before it gets taken.
Yeah, I think it'll be around for a little while, so you got time.
Out of curiosity, since you've got all these awesome creators you've been working with, do you already have them starting to work on Ace Volume 3 material?
Not yet. I'm still kind of chopping away at the script. I don't like to really kind of get anything going until I feel comfortable with the script for Volume 3. Like it's like I have it, the outline of it, but I need to kind of pound away at it to really get it right. So, but once I do, like, you know, I'll get it to Canales, so he'll immediately start working on it. And then, you know, it's pretty easy to reach out to other guys because they'll have like short stories only. So it's pretty, it'll be a lot easier on them. Canales is the one who basically does most of the pages. And then I have an idea for the Volume 3 artist, but I have to have like the image, and once I read the script, I kind of piece it. I basically get the cover from the finished script. So that's kind of, I'm still kind of chopping away at it. So yeah, it should go pretty. Like I said, I'll be working on everything before I launch Volume 3. So, you know, I'll put out some teasers and stuff, but the campaign won't launch until most of the art is finished. At least I'll get the art and colors. Letters. If my guy SK is super fast and like he's just like a monster at lettering, so thankfully, I even if I launch the campaign, I know once I send him the letters, he'll attack it. So I feel a little more, kind of at ease with that. I wanted to make sure I had the letters, the colors, and the letters. The pencils, the colors, and the letters. But I think with SK, that might be a little breather. But yeah, I won't put anything out till most of it's done. It's just easier. The fact that I'm promoting a campaign and I don't have to chase artists and stuff.
Yeah,
it makes it so much easier. Like,
oh man, I
have no idea how to know that everything is done and I can just promote, and that just takes a whole pressure off you. Give me a second. I just gotta go grab something real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so anyone, welcome to anyone who's just joining us. Definitely, if you've already backed it, thank you so much for your support. Can't thank you enough. Consider checking out the campaign again, revisit it, see if there's anything else you want to pick up. Plenty of holidays and birthdays coming up. If you haven't yet backed it, definitely consider backing it today. You got a short while, it looks like about 15 minutes before this promotion is before the promotion ends, where you can get an exclusive Ace Volume 1 poster. So you'll get one if you back today during this stream. Back it once, back it twice, back it three times, lady.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome back. Let's see here. So, of course, all the sketch cards sold out. Jank. Sketch
like I said, stay tuned. Maybe next 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, I might have a new set of them come up.
Ooh.
I usually post them on Mondays around 10, right before the Hardline show. So like I said, probably not this week, but I'm pretty sure next week we might have another set of them coming up by a new artist. So if you want to know who it is, you have to tune in.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. Excuse me. So do you post the announcements on the stream, or do you put them in the updates tab of the campaign, or do you
usually I'll give everybody a heads up on Twitter, and then once I launch them, I'll do an update saying that I've launched these cards and give the whole info and everything.
Nice.
Stay tuned to your emails and stuff if you're following the Ace Volume 2 campaign. I'll get you updated with everything. I'm hoping to have another actual book update maybe in the next couple of weeks. Right now we're kind of in that weird phase where we're kind of setting up the print file and stuff and going over everything. So it's kind of the boring part that you need to do. It's not really much to update. You're kind of I'm just waiting right now. But we're kind of hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll get some movement on that and have some fun stuff to show. Like I said, I just hit up Phoenix Animation for the metal prints. So that's something that's getting moved on. I gotta see about the trading card. See kind of what the best place to get that. I had some problems with the last trading card, so I might be looking for. It wasn't anything major. It's just kind of hard to the way they wanted you to crop stuff was just weird, and so really? I did it 2-3 times, and the cropping was kind of off on each one. So it just became a headache. Just I can't keep sending samples. Get these cards right. It's not that hard. So I might be looking for a new card place. Let me know. But yeah, I just want to make sure the cards look right. I was happy with the first one. Like I said, it just took a long time. It was kind of a pain. So I want somewhere I can get these printed quick, nice quality, and then kind of keep it going.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And start ordering the mailers and just kind of stuff like that. I just got the payout from Indiegogo, the first one.
Oh, all
So
right,
it's kind of like
nice.
I can start kind of moving. It takes time, but next couple of weeks and stuff, I can start kind of laying out the budget and kind of seeing, where's the best place to get mailers and all that kind of stuff.
Speaking of budget, without going into too much detail, uh, did the first campaign realize any kind of profit?
Very slight,
Okay, because
but
yeah, with crowdfunding, it seems like the first it's quite common for the first 2 or 3 campaigns to lose money, and then around the fourth one and beyond, you start accumulating because you've got a larger fan base, you have a larger audience, so you're able to realize more in the way of profits instead of being behind.
yeah, it's definitely it's the plan. Kind of grow each book out and kind of start building momentum on top of each other, and be able to start offering like a backlog of like the book, for people who want more than just like the 32 pages, stuff like that. So I think, once I'm able to get past this one, it'll be, talking about like if I were just to collect, if I did volume 3 and collect all 3, it'd
Hmm.
be, be talking like 90 some pages. And that's kind of like more, I think. So some got people who just like to trade and stuff like that. I think stuff like that's a little more appetizing to some people that maybe are kind of just waiting on the sidelines. So hopefully I can kind of get a new audience once I have kind of more of the story in the book that way.
Gotcha. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts in trying to find an audience with Kickstarter? Do you like
Uh,
the idea, or
I've been looking at it, but it's got a lot of bad kind of connotations and bad taste. Maybe, I've heard like they've kind of fallen back with a lot of like the kind of gatekeeping and stuff. So I'll keep an eye on it. It's definitely, I like to have another platform where you can kind of get the books to people, but I'm also about like respecting creators and stuff, and I can't support a
yeah,
place that's gonna gatekeep creators because I don't want anybody gatekeeping me. You know,
yeah,
so
I
I
hear
can't I
that.
can't rock with a place like that. So that's why I
Yeah,
like Indiegogo for all the headaches that some of their policies create. They have opened the door to people, and it's basically free enterprise. You put
yeah,
you put your book up on the campaign, and they let you rock with it. I
yeah.
respect that. So
Same. That's why I like about
yeah,
Indiegogo. It's like I don't know if the proper term is laissez-faire, but they more or less let you do your thing.
yeah. That's how
Uh,
it should be. It's kind of like the old school, like how comics used to be. It used to be a lot like the way to enter, like the door was a lot more open. Like comics decided to basically close the door on people entering their domain. you know, and this is like our way, like we get to open the door on this side. And everybody can just chill out and don't have to worry about anybody closing the door on them. So
absolutely, absolutely. So this was the Ace sketch card Joe Ball sold out. You had a sketch of the Slam Buddy
yeah,
even.
that was great. I hope whoever bought that has a slam buddy so they can have them both together. That would be
Yeah, that would be
amazing.
cool, wouldn't it? That's too funny. That's a good idea though.
Yeah.
Um, who did that sketch?
That's Joe Ball.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. You could tell he was having fun with it because it's
Was that
kind of,
his idea?
yeah. I just told him to like, just draw what you want to draw, just do your thing on them. And he just kind of sent me all these different ones. I was like, that's perfect. That's
Wow,
hilarious.
what a trip!
Yeah.
And then we've got the Ace sketch card by Sim.
Yeah. Sim did some great ones. Can't wait to get those in.
Yeah, man, Sim is a workhorse. He just plows through sketch cards.
And man, busy guy.
Yeah, seriously. The Breck sketch card by Sim. That's pretty sweet.
It's also fun seeing like all these different characters that I created, kind of having other artists do their take on them. Like I love what Six did with the Godless guys.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
it's just like, it's just fun kind of stuff.
for sure. Yeah. It is pretty fascinating to see what other people do with your characters.
Yeah.
How they envision them or interpret them. The Akula sketch card by Sim. I like that one.
Yeah, it's a great kind of profile shot of Akula.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Desi sketch card by Joe Ball. Yeah. Man, Joe's so good.
Yeah, it's just, like different variety, different takes, different characters.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you, if you're not gonna spend, like $500 plus on Joe Ball art, you can get a little sketch card from him. It's gonna be a lot less, but still be cool. It'll be a collectible because it's basically
Yeah,
just one of one.
for sure. Yeah, these are good.
Yeah, I love that like facial shot of Angelique, just her kind of looking down. I like on somebody. It's really kind of like reminds me of like the kind of like Phoenix, Dark Phoenix kind of moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of just her looking down on the X-Men, kind of very reminiscent, which I love. So
Yeah, you got that right. Oh wow. That concludes all the tiers. Yeah, I actually really enjoy when creators on their campaigns leave up all the ones that sold out. Uh, for starters, it kind of reminds me that if I don't act fast, then I'm going to miss out.
especially with the sketch cards, like you see them, all these are sold out, so there's like two left. You're like, oh, I better snag one of those.
Yeah, but it's also because I just enjoy seeing what other people scored that they're going to enjoy this stuff for years to come.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, really good stuff. Very cool campaign. Yeah, I'm digging it. Let's get back to the home screen. I wanted to ask if there was anything else you wanted to cover as we wrap up.
I just want to shout out another book that I have a small part in called Tales of Nova Terra.
Oh, yeah.
Passion for Drawing, the awesome like magazine that he's doing. I have a written story on there with some illustrations by Sim. I was very lucky to be a part of that, and yeah, go support it. It's the art on there is amazing. You have Doodle Bags, you have Joe Ball, you have Preston Acevedo, just like killers. I've seen all the art. You're gonna absolutely love it. If you're into fantasy, if you're into like the old school like Conan mags, all that kind of stuff, man, you're gonna really dig it. I think my story's a lot of fun. It's got some cool images from Sim, so I'm definitely gonna pump that up. Go check that out. And yeah, also if you're a fan of Alterna, I had a story in the it came out on a Wednesday. Number 18 had the Kenneth Rockefeller cover. They crowdfunded that a couple of months ago. Now the actual issues on their website, the Alterna website, so you can actually go pick that up. It's got an awesome little short story about some Vikings on there. It's got a sick Kenneth Rockefeller cover. You can't go wrong with that for like $2 and change. So yeah, you want to go support that. Definitely much appreciated. So honored to have my my little story published in one of Alterna's books. You never know. Cool. Might be some more stuff in the future.
Yeah, working with Alterna, that gives you a lot of exposure.
Yeah,
they've been around for years.
Yeah. And a final shout out, CG Vacation. I had a piece in that. It's drawn by an artist I can't mention until Phil divulges it, but know that one of my characters is featured in there. So
Oh, sweet.
you'll be able to check out one of my characters drawn by a very talented artist in the pages of CG Vacation. It's got 2 weeks to go, I believe. So back that, man. I'm everywhere. I'm trying to get the ace. I'm trying to get my name anywhere and everywhere. I might be looking to do an Ashcan later in the year. So stay tuned, man. Check out my Twitter at Edwin Aces. You know, I'm working, man. When you don't see me around, I'm working.
Nice. That's the way to do it. You got to hustle.
Gotta.
That's how you get your name out there. That's how you get your IPs out there.
For sure.
Promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm willing to bet, though, that in CG Vacation, it's going to be the ace in nothing but his helmet and swim trunks.
Hey, you know, got to give ladies that beefcake too, you know.
Yep, you know it. So I think now is a good time to wrap things up. So I don't take much more of your time here. I know you're a busy man. So let's go ahead and remove this. Would you please share with the world how you can be found on social media?
Sure. Best way to contact me is on Twitter. I'm at Edwin Aces. I usually post updates, anything with art, any kind of anything ace related. That's probably the easiest place to get me. If you have any questions, concerns, anything, you can always reach out. Get you an answer if I have one. So go follow me there.
Right on like Donkey Kong.
Yes, sir.
You can find me at my usual haunts. I'm on Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, Twitch at WyzGyz Entertainment, all one word, and on YouTube right here at WyzGyz Entertainment. Make sure if you're doing any searches to search for WyzGyz as one word, WyzGyz. Want to thank everyone in chat for joining us today. Thank everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks most especially to our very special guest, Edwin, the Ace Acevedo. Thanks for joining. See you on the next stream. Bye. Actually, hold on. I'm a little rusty.
Final guest is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube channel. WyzGyz. How you doing? Welcome to the show.